What's up, everybody?
Why, hello there. We hope you guys enjoyed that little intro that Grog has produced for us. Again, thank you, Grog, for being amazing and helping us with this show. And we couldn't be prouder to have you. We love you. You're a brother for ages. But we're just going to kick it for a little bit, guys. Like, sip on some of our beer, wait till more people jump in, and then we will introduce the night. But before we do, we hope everyone has had a good weekend so far. Hopefully you guys are done with work. If you had to work today, you can just relax and kick back with us, open a beer. We have a good show tonight. So, yeah. It shall be fun. Before we get going, you know what, Larry? How was Westfest?
Westfest was...
I just saw your shirt. It reminded me.
Oh, yeah. A lot of beer drinking. Pretty much 3 days of drinking from 9 a.m. to 1 a.m. and waking up and doing it again. Throwing some horseshoes in the middle.
Is it a music fest, a food fest, a movie fest?
It's a Czech festival. So it's like they have bands, some country bands. They also have like polka bands and then, you know, there's shitloads of food, carnival rides, pretty much like a carnival. Yeah,
very nice.
Lots of fun. If anybody ever around Texas wants to go, every year Labor Day weekend right here in West, which is by Waco.
How many beers do you think you drank all weekend?
I brought 3 30-packs. And I came home with probably about 8 to 12. And then that was when we were at the camper though. But then when you're actually in Westfest, because you can't carry beers in, at actual Westfest I probably drank another 12 because it's expensive.
Damn
you.
Oh, but we also went to a bar one time. I had a fantasy football draft Sunday morning, and they had an open bar. Any beer or liquor you wanted for free. So I didn't drink any liquor because it was like 8 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday. But I drank probably about 12 beers.
Nice, man.
I felt like it too. Come Monday, I'm good.
Is this a more serious league that you're in? Like, I know we're in the fun one, kind of, but
yeah, this is a big. There's 12 teams, $200.
Okay.
And the draft takes about 4 hours.
Yeah, it usually does.
Each pick they study for 5 minutes and shit for their next pick.
Who was your number one?
My number one was Kamara.
Okay. Hey, so you picked.
Second pick, we got Kamara.
Yeah, I didn't say you picked pretty early then.
Yeah. You know who went first?
Yo, Grog.
Who?
Make Steven a moderator. I can't do it because you're running the channel.
I like seeing Steven the only one got a wrench.
I know, but every time he says something, because it's always vulgar, we have to like click OK. You have like OK and not deny the comment. So now once he has it just comes up.
So okay,
yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
I bet we just tell him to watch his fucking mouth.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
That is where I was doing my cartwheels at.
Yeah, we saw that. It was funny. You actually had a good one, man.
It would have been a whole lot better if I wouldn't have had about 18 beers before it. I was worried about throwing up.
That's funny.
Just if cartwheels are ever a challenge on this show, I'm stepping away that episode. Just so we have that in the open. That's when Glog takes my place for the episode.
Yes, but how fucking funny would it be if we just had you like go like this and you just like photoshopped you doing a spin and it would look like old school like South Park or something like that. It'd be fucking hilarious.
Photoshop, go ahead. I'm down.
Is anyone good at Photoshop that can do stupid shit with our images?
I don't know. Animation like that would be hard because you'd have to make 1,000 of them to make it look good.
Yeah.
How cool would that be though?
I'll put my head on somebody.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think enough people are watching now. I think we should start the evening. What do you guys think?
Yep.
Yeah?
That's good.
All right. Well, guys, we want to say thank you for joining us this Saturday night for another episode of Hot Cheetos and Blood. This is episode 9. Really exciting evening. We have a lot of cool things we're going to talk about. We also have a very cool challenge we're going to do. So we want to say thank you for joining us. And if you are not a subscriber to the channel, please do. Leave this video a like and comment after the video is posted just so we can see you guys are still watching. But Larry, It was Larry's picks this week for the films. Also, Grog had a guest spot movie pick for this week. And then Larry also picked the challenge. Larry, do you want to talk to us about what we're going to do?
Sure thing. Hey, and also, if you leave a dislike, make sure you give us a reason on why you dislike this. So we got 3 movies this week. I'll start off with Grog's. Well, let me just say, because Grog will talk about his when he actually does the movie. So Grog picked one movie, which was, I didn't write down the year, but it was 1970 something.
77.
Food of the Gods.
Was it
70s?
Okay.
70s sounds good. 1970s Food of the Gods. Then we have 1984 Silent Madness in 3D. And 1986 Hunter's Blood. And then we will also be doing the super extreme challenge of the Toe of Satan.
Oh, Jesus.
Which is 9 million Scoville units. And we'll see how that goes.
I'm not excited for this at all. I got it right here. Okay, we're all the same. Oh, it's still sealed.
Mine's open too.
No, so we have an exciting show for you guys tonight. We're excited. I'm definitely not excited about the Toe of Satan, but we do what we can for you guys, and it should be a good night. But yeah. Anything else, Grog? They're saying your mic is a little loud still when you hop in. I don't know. No, the other one, like when you jump into a video.
Have you jumped in yet? Have you said anything?
Oh, well, what the fuck? Everyone's that was Eric.
That's Eric fucking around, I think.
He's just fucking around. What's up, Eric?
I didn't think he's copped in yet.
So what do you guys?
Now you guys can hear me. Now they can all hear me.
Yeah, everyone, let us know. Is Grog too loud? Because last episode he was a little loud when he was in it, because he has to switch between 2 microphones when he does come in. So it's hard to adjust because he levels everything out with this thing before he jumps. So
Eric was joking about it. I'll just cause him trouble.
God damn it!
So let's see if everybody else now says it.
Yeah. Sounds good. All right, Raymond, I trust Raymond. Josh, I trust you as well. Good. All right, so the first thing we have in the docket, Larry, is one of your films that you chose.
Yes, so 1984 Silent Madness in 3D, or you can just take out 3D because it wasn't a whole lot of 3D in my opinion in it. But first off, I'll tell you, I found this movie randomly searching just like 80s horror movies on YouTube one day, like last year, and saw it, never heard of it, watched it, and then just so happens I was talking to Craig, and he had also just watched it, pretty much doing the same thing. But anyway, it stars, it's about a psychotic, I guess, killer who killed some sorority girls supposedly years back. Howard Johns, who is now in a mental institution, and I guess the mental institution is overcrowded, so they're releasing the pretty much the ones that ain't as bad. And there happens to be a guy named John Howard, and they fuck up either them or the computer and accidentally release Howard Johns, who is the former killer. So he goes back to what he was doing before. And I'll let somebody else actually talk about the movie.
Well, can I say something?
Yeah, you can talk.
First of all, how the fuck does that happen? First of all, how's there the paper mix up when you've been caring for this fucking like psychopath? Or I think they said he killed the girls 17 years prior. I think it was like 17 years, something like that. But I thought it was cool, and I thought right away the first kill with what's his name? We were talking about the other night with from Sleepaway Camp. What's his name? The guy that had the short shorts on and the muscle shirts all the time. It wasn't Reggie. It was something like that.
Michael?
Ronnie. It was fucking Ronnie.
Ronnie,
yeah. So Ronnie, that was cool. It was just a weird premise to me. This movie, honestly, it was decent for a slasher-esque type of movie, but it didn't. It kind of fell flat for me because it seemed very drawn out. Like I remember when I watched this, because I watched this 2 nights ago. And I was laying there, and I was just like, I wanted to watch like a slasher movie that night. I was like, I'm going to watch this. Larry picked this. It seems cool, and I did like it, but it wasn't anything spectacular for me. I think it was really drawn out. You don't really see much action from until like the first 30 minutes, and then the last 20 minutes. That's it. And I think it felt pretty long. No, but it felt long, didn't it? There's something about it. I don't know, you guys.
For me, I thought, I felt it was drawn out. And for an hour and 12-minute movie, if you cut out all the drawn out stuff, the movie is probably like 40 minutes long. But I know I'll never sleep at a Howard Johnson hotel again. It was an alright film. Again, like, I agree with you. I felt myself getting kind of like antsy, like kind of like, kind of want to want to do something else other than just watch this. Kills are interesting, but my biggest question is, what the fuck was that gun he used to kill the girls? It almost looked like a dart laser ray. It's like almost something sci-fi.
Like some kind of like nail gun or something.
Yeah, but the sound it made, it's like something you'd hear out of like a science fiction movie.
I did like how he stalked that one girl, though. Remember, that was hiding from him in the beginning? And, like, her blood dripped through the bottom of the fucking door, and he was in there with the fucking drill. Like, I think there was, I liked that part. I thought that was a good stalking scene or whatever. But then after, that's, like, where it kind of climaxed in the beginning of the movie, more towards the beginning of the movie. And then it just, like, the whole middle of the narrative was boring as shit. And then it just came in. And I think that's why some of these slashers from this time period really stand out, because they don't do that. Some of them don't do that. But I understand why they do it. They're trying to make a movie out of it, right? They almost seem like, was that around the time, what year was it, Larry?
84.
Yeah, so that's around the time they were doing the slumber parties, and they were doing all these sorority movies and all that shit. Like, so I get it. It was a good one to add. I had never seen it before. That was the first time I ever saw it. I actually would buy it. I just don't know if it would be a movie I would watch a lot. Right?
Well, just say a couple things about it. Is you guys keep calling it a slasher. I think if you're watching for a slasher, it wets down a little bit, but I think it's more than a slasher, because you have the whole conspiracy being covered up by the hospital. Then you have the whole big twist, the twist at the end that sets up a lot of stuff. Like, it isn't just a traditional slasher. And the fact, the way that computer glitch was so easily fucked up is because the things they did to all their worst patients, they just sort of kept them like anesthetized, and it's not as if they were patients that people interacted with every day to be like, hey, that's Howard, or that's John, or that's this, or, and like somehow the person got released, and then all of a sudden they want to, instead they're like, oh no, he died, don't worry, and then they come after the nurse, and then the nurse is stuck in the house with the killer, who wasn't always, I don't know if we'll talk about the twist yet, but like, so I think there was more levels to it. It's just a straight slasher. Yeah, definitely better. I love, like you mentioned, Sorority House Massacre. I think you mentioned Sunflower Massacre, one or two. Both of them are great. But with the nuances in this, it's a little bit, I think it's more than a slasher because of like the cover-up stuff going on and the twist.
I just think for me, like, I'm sorry, I just to compare it to something else, is like, I recently watched Hell Night with Linda Blair. That's another kind of movie that came out around that time. And it was like a fraternity, sorority thing. It was just like, it was such a big thing. Honestly, 83, right? 83 to 86, you saw a lot of it. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking about it in standards of, we've seen so many of these movies. Where does it stack up in that selection or that genre of horror? And to me, that's why the rating I think I'm going to give it is appropriate in my mind anyways. But it's kind of, I'm rating it based on sitting with the rest of those films within that genre, in that era. Right? Not as a film itself.
You rate it however you want. It's your rating.
Yeah.
But let me ask you, so let me be Stephen Barry for a minute. Do you know, or did you recognize any of the actors or actresses in the movie?
Just Ronnie. That's the only one I noticed.
Okay.
The cop.
The cop, yeah. And you know him from what?
Jeez, he was in, oh, God. He was in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yes, yeah, definitely that. But like me, or for like more horror around that time period, he was an alligator.
That's right.
Was he the main dude that had the hotel?
Luke, no, you're talking about
Even alive.
Eating Alive,
Oh,
alligator.
oh yeah.
And the mom, or the mom, the woman, Belinda Montgomery, she was the mom in Doogie Howser.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Of course, I don't remember that very often or very much, but
I want to go back and watch that in the Wonder Years again. I've had a craving to do that.
Because of Wanda and Winnie.
Yeah, I want to see.
That's
Winnie,
why you
dude.
watched them. Wanda and Winnie, they were hot. What did you know?
you never know.
Perfectly age appropriate. I was younger than them when I was younger, so it's okay to say that.
I always like the older sister in Wonder Years.
I got the Brit chick. Yeah, she's up there. I mean, she's not Winnie.
I thought Winnie was ugly.
Same here. Winnie was a fucking dog.
Okay, chat, you got to help me out on that. Cause
Didn't they always say the kid in it, the nerdy kid, was Marilyn Manson?
Marilyn Manson,
that was like a myth for years.
Yeah.
That's funny.
You know what? I believed it though when I saw it because
So did I.
Brian Warner and Josh Saviano are completely different people.
they favored each other though. You could see by Marilyn Manson's facial features and everything, him growing up into Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
Just by looks, if you didn't know him.
All right, so we got to rate. We got to rate this.
Greg, you want to go ahead and spoil the ending? What all happened at the end? The big twist.
You might as well. That's what we do. Full rating for everything. Wow, your movie, you go for it.
Okay. So yeah, the whole movie, they're making you think that Howard Johns pretty much went psycho and killed all these sorority girls for pretty much making fun of him and teasing him when he was younger. But of course, he does turn around and kill everybody during the movie. So he actually ends up being a killer. But at the very end of the movie, you find out that the woman, what do you call that? Somebody that runs the house.
Well, that was his actual mother.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying, what do you call that? What? Like the
house mom.
House mom or whatever.
Yeah, house mother. House mother.
But she was the same one 17 years before, was also the house mom when all that happened. That's why he was kind of, I guess, like the janitor there.
Well, but that was her actual, I think that's his actual mother. And he was sticking up for her son.
Frog, make Eric a moderator.
That's why I'm saying, like 17 years earlier, that's why he was like a janitor there, because she was the house mom. And 17 years later, she's still the house mom. So when he comes back and starts killing people again, come to find out at the very end, the mama comes out, and the mom was the killer. The mom actually came in back all back in them days, and she killed all the girls because she called them whores because of the way they were acting with her son, showing their tits, rubbing all over him, fucking around with him. And I guess he was too dumb to say it wasn't him. And the mom, I guess, didn't want to go to jail. So she sent him off.
And
but
I doubt
went to a mental institution and not like actual prison.
I doubt they meant it that way either, but it's funny because now in retrospect, you go back, like there's this big deal, and Darren can tell you the same thing. There's been this big deal for years now, going back till that timeline, 60s, 70s, hell, even the early 1900s, that like institutions might not be doing the good they say they're doing. They might actually be creating. So it's like he went in just a victim of his mother overprotecting him, and he came out and he's like, screw this, I'm going to kill everybody.
Do you know there's still 14,000 something people in Pennsylvania waiting for mental health services? And there's still like 7 or 8 legit institutions still running in Pennsylvania right now. That's how big it was in the early 1900s and how it's still in the 2070s. Regulations changed where people are coming back out to the community, but it's still taken since 2007 or 1970s for still institutions in the state to close. That's pretty crazy.
And that changed. We factioned themselves. Eric said something. We called it. He asked, "We think it's a Friday the 13th spinoff because of the mom and stuff." I don't, because in this case, the mom threw the son under the mom for 17 years. This is more like the mom, and I know people hate this movie, but I love him, in See No Evil, who was all about keeping Jacob Don't look at those whores. Don't touch yourself again. What are you doing?
What's
It's
her
more like
name?
that, Mom.
Mia Farrow. Oh, no, I saw you said, no, the original See No Evil. Mia Farrow, right? You guys know? Anybody? Chat? You know what I'm talking
That's the
about, Mia
mom
Farrow?
in See No Evil?
See No Evil, the original film from the 60s.
Oh, I'm talking about the See No Evil with
Kane.
Kane. Oh, okay.
Kane, yeah.
I thought you meant the old movie.
She like kept him in a cage and like beat him for looking at women.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's closer to that, and if anything, than Jason. So, what about the numbers?
Who wants to go first?
I guess I'll do it since I don't think I've done that a bit and throw it out there before I see what you guys say. I usually am a mark for these types of movies, the old school 80s stuff. Like, I think a few of us fit that genre where that's what I love. I want to put my feet in the water. That's how I found it. That's why we look for movies like this. But I do think it was too long, like, for what it was. Like, so the twists were cool. They could have done the twist without as much extra to it. But I still recommend watching it, so I'll go 5.5.
Ah.
All right. Well, since he walked off, it's my movie. I mean,
Hold on, I'm getting Creech out. I'm here.
okay. Let me just. So, yeah. I mean, the movie wasn't the greatest, but it's not a shit movie. I think it should have been more well known. But there was so many '80s movies that's pretty much the same thing that some movies just get overlooked. And this one might not have been overlooked. It might have just been overlooked by us. But I gave it, a decent rating. I gave it a 6.5, 6.5. Not great, but better than shit.
I actually agree. That's exactly what I was going to give it, a 6.5. I think it's one of those middle of the rung slasher films that came out within that time period. And I can see how it was overlooked, but I think Larry's right when he said that. We're a different time period. I wouldn't have been, some of the guys that were out there watching horror movies in like the 80s, grown up already. Craig, I know you're a little bit older, but not by much. But like, I'm thinking people in like their 50s might have seen that movie, like they're diehard horror fans. They probably loved it when all that whole genre of shit came out. But as far as watching it now and comparing it with everything we look back on all the time, definitely 6.5.
And one last little quick thing, and it's Larry said others, maybe we just overlooked it. It's not available. You can't find it. So it's it's something that is in my opinion, it's in desperate need of like a Vinegar Syndrome release or an Arrow release or something like that. Like, it's not out there.
So it's maybe a VHS hunt.
Maybe you can find a VHS. I don't even know if that's coming up either.
No, I bet you could.
But.
So that's the other thing. Just for a little bit of thing, you guys know I'm doing that, but there's 35% of all horror films ever produced and made up until this point never got a DVD or Blu-ray release. So that to me says there's a shitload of things we've never fucking seen out there. So I'm excited to watch some of this stuff if I can find it.
Eric said the VHS is rare.
Oh shit.
Darren's like, challenge accepted.
Oh shit.
Eric, do you have it, Eric?
He probably does.
Yeah, he's in the sanctum of his collection.
All right, so next thing on our list tonight, guys, is horror.
Hold on, Frog, what did you rate it?
Oh yeah. Sorry, guys.
Honestly, I just give it a middle of the road, straight up 5.
Okay.
Straight up 5, just because could have been better, but is what it is. I gave it a 5 just because of the majorly slow parts that were just very draggy. That were almost to the point where I just wanted to do something else while watching it, like maybe watch another movie.
Yeah, I hear you.
But yeah, 5.
Steven said that was the middle of the road answer, Grug. My bad.
What do you guys in the chats say? Have you seen this film before? Please rate it with us. Let's get a raw average between all of us. Because I think last episode, it was the highest rated films of all time on this show. So it's interesting to see like the progression. We go from really crazy movies in our minds So like this week we're like, that's a middle of the road slasher. It's not. That's the interesting part. So I'm saying 6.5. What Larry had 6.5. Grog had 5. Would you have Craig?
5.5. 5.5.
You did 5.5. I think that's appropriate for this movie. I really do. Steven gives it a 3.
Yeah, he just said he hasn't seen it yet.
Can we unmake Steven a mod?
Yeah. Josh Rowe gives it a 5.
He gave it a 3 based on the cover art.
The cover art was cool.
Yeah, a bunch of people said they haven't had a chance to see it yet, though, too. So, so that's like you said, we did.
So Larry, how can they see this movie?
It is on YouTube for free, so just go watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Go watch it. I definitely recommend you watch this movie. It's not going to be your favorite slasher, but it's definitely a movie that I never saw. I'm glad Larry introduced it to me, so at least I could say I've seen it.
And I'll tell you, for being on YouTube, I don't know how you can't find it on Cinema HD.
Yeah.
Ouch.
True.
What's up, Phil? Phil, we're gonna need a magic video one day.
Yeah, we need magic stuff. All right, so the next thing I have on the list, guys, since we kind of rated that, we kind of broke that film down, which is good. I think we did a lot of justice on that movie tonight, so that's good. But we're just going to talk about random horror news just for a couple minutes before we get into the next film. So I don't know about you guys, but I know Craig has some stuff to talk about. Larry has some stuff to talk about. Everyone wants to talk about it a little bit. So not all of us have seen it, but I think it's up for discussion tonight. But the first thing I want to say is, my God, did they do it justice for Dark Crystal: The Age of Resistance? They fucking did. They made the best prequel that I could have imagined for the original film. They did a great job, and I just found out they were signed on for a second season. So I'm excited to see what they do. But I will tell you this: if you are a fan of Dark Crystal and love that movie like we all do, to the extent that we do, and you actually sit there and watch all 10 hours of this season, they did such a good job. There's new characters you fall in love with. It took them 10 years to make this movie. What else do you want? I mean, they couldn't have done it better, in my opinion. For today's technology and using the puppetry, I think Jim Henson would be proud of his son for this series. So, it was the daughter. Really? Do art direction? You know what's crazy though? I was always wondering, how are they going to work Chamberlain into a prequel to the film? And actually, they did it good. Chamberlain always survived. Like, he was always like in and out through the whole fucking thing. I actually really like the scientist too. I like Deet. Deet was amazing. What a great character. I know you sent me the statue of the Emperor. I really want that. That's cool. Because it's actually, and I'm actually surprised the way they did his costume. If you look at the movie, that's the costume the Emperor was wearing when he died. Like, they put in so much time to detail, which is what you need to do if you're going to do these series spin-offs of movies right. So I was happy about that. That's all I wanted to say about Dark Crystal tonight. But I know there's other stuff to talk about. Craig?
Okay. The thing I really want to get into, and yeah, I did see it too, but it not as much as and I don't think I'm alone when I say this. Well, one of my, without even having to think about, top 5 favorite horror movies is 1974's Black Christmas, and we know there was a remake to it already back in the day, and honestly, with the exception of the double incest twist, it was fun fluff. It wasn't good, but it was fun fluff. But now Blumhouse did a remake. Wait, hold on. I need to do this. Blumhouse did a remake of Black Christmas because I saw the trailer, and the trailer that we watched that isn't Black Christmas. It's a combination of other movies. There was a movie called The Sweeper, like it steals. It's like the sweeper meets like some like skulls, like where they're doing satanic rituals on college campuses. This literally is the biggest case ever of taking a title of a movie just to fucking get profit, that people go see it, because it looks nothing like. The only similarity to original Black Christmas is, hey, there's some scenes where there's a kill in the house trying to get the girls. That happened in a lot of Saudi movies. You know, I saw the trailer, and the trailer also tells you, like Carrie Elways is in it, right? And when I saw Carrie Elways in it, I'm like, okay, he's a big star. There's a chance he'll be evil. I didn't even have to find out. I didn't even have to see the movie to know that, because they show him further in the trailer. We're part of a satanic cult or whatever, and they like give you everything the movie's about. So there's some hotties in it. I'll give them that, but no, Black Christmas
can't be touched. It shouldn't be.
Well, the name though, it's not a like the.
Yes,
the
but the name shouldn't
okay.
dictate where horror goes with fucking rich millionaires in fucking LA.
Yeah,
like, come on.
It looks bad. I will likely see it when it's on regular TV. I definitely wouldn't pay to see that one. Like, if it looked better, I would have, but like, it's such a bad trailer. And if you know Black Christmas, hell, even if you know the remake to Black Christmas, it's nothing like actual Black Christmas.
Yeah, but if you're saying even watch it on TV when it comes on TV, nobody has fucking cable anymore.
Well, you know what I mean. I'll watch you when it's free.
Yeah, but I'm saying that just goes to show like how.
And I have cable too, Barry, so we're good.
Thank you, I do too.
Yeah, we don't steal everything.
I got an app.
Yes.
Hey, I got football season, but I had to subscribe to like an online app TV service. God damn it.
But yeah, when I watched that, I literally watched the trailer right 3 minutes before the show started, and that I was watching, and then I was thinking, am I watching like the wrong movie? Because that had nothing to do with Black Christmas. So they just made a new movie and used Black Christmas.
Stole the name for it, and absolutely. And they combined like 3 or 4 existing tropes that existed in other movies. One of which bad.
Let me ask you something, Craig. By watching it, do you think there's like all the sorority members or whatever in the cult, do you think they're actually like all going out killing people? Or because every time something would happen, it'd be like a mannequin or a stone figure? Or do you think there's some kind of like devil worshiping shit where they're controlling something to kill people?
I think there's a fraternity of killers, and they have to kill they have to make so many sacrifices. I don't know if the sorority girls were actually in on it. Maybe they are.
Oh, yeah. I meant
yeah. But I think, some of them could be like, hey, here's the new Prejudice, do what you want with them. But we've seen that movie too. There was one like that with vampires. But it's like, jeez, I'm so disappointed. Because if it was just another bootleg one, like the one in, I don't know, was it 2009 maybe? Like, whatever it was. Like, I would see it because I liked it enough. Where I like, okay, yeah, it's bootleg, but we'll see it. Just don't have double incest. And now it's like, Jesus Christ, no. Very bad. Broomhouse, I like that you're making R-rated movies because it's making people see R-rated horror movies, and more people are going to make them. But this is definitely like a swing and a miss. Just from seeing the trailer. Could be wrong, but the trailer looks like shit.
Yeah, I want no part of it at all.
So I guess let me throw out a question to you guys. Now moving down, I did mention it, and this was the thing that I was watching some reviews on it. I'm not going to spoil anything for anybody that just came out, but someone mentioned they called it the most iconic like movie connected to Stephen King.
No.
There you go. That's what I'm asking. That didn't ring right for me either. So you guys,
the most iconic movie.
Well, don't answer yet. You two have to check in on too, and then why? Which ones do you think? Well, what one do you think is King's best thing that came to the movies? Or video?
That's a great question.
Wow.
I actually really like that question. I never really thought to ask somebody that. I know like immediately what came to mind, which I was going to blurt out, but now that I'm sitting back, I'm going to give myself a minute to think.
To be honest with you, that's why I think I know what most people would say without marinating on it, but I'm definitely curious to see what you guys say. I know for sure what Rowley won't say, though.
Yeah, well, that's going to be the opposite, because Yeah, I was gonna say, even though I think it's fucking the movie's crap and it sucks, but that's the first thing I think of because it's one of the biggest movies ever in other people's eyes is The Shining. But in my opinion, no. But
Okay, I'm listening. I'm listening.
But when I think of Stephen King, the first thing I think of is The Shining.
Oh, you mean just the name?
Yeah, just the name. No, I think the movie sucks.
Then let's do the name. Like the first thing you think of when you hear the name, and the first thing you think about him, which is his personality in the movie, like him in the movie. He's gone. The first thing I think of as Stephen King is It for me, nonstop. Like that's
so you agree with
when when I hear that, I hear It. But when I think about what would embody Stephen King in one of his movies, what would you say?
Pet Sematary.
Freak Show.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Graveyard Shift.
Okay.
I think he's dark. I think he likes to write dark and have just more narrative than what it is. Just the creepy factor.
My answer is going to annoy you, and I had it limited down to 2. Shawshank Redemption. The other one I was going to say was Stand By Me.
I just got them both recently. They're on the Stephen King shelf. They're great movies. They're great movies, dude. They're very dark, both of them.
You know what I mean?
Dolores Claiborne, I was going to say, I just got that too.
Misery was mentioned in the chat. Salem's Lot. Silver Bullet was mentioned in the chat. Christine, Cujo, Carrie's another good one. You know?
Yeah.
That's
best friend in your thread. Welcome.
Sure.
It's a new name.
Yeah.
That's one of Coffin Crew's cryptic.
Oh yeah, cool. D Meeks, I'm finally looking at the chat. Brian, what's up, dude? Hard-hounded fire.
That is dead on.
All right, guys, you want to move on?
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay.
Alright, so it's not going to be much for horror news. It's just more like an update as to what's going on with the whole Friday the 13th lawsuit.
Oh, okay, good.
Victor Miller just filed his briefing details for the whole argument. Sean Cunningham has to file his by September 28th. Now, if we're looking for this to end anytime soon, it's not. They're looking for... The court's probably going to schedule the verbal arguments sometime in possibly January, maybe February of next year, with a possible ruling in maybe May or June. Those are just tentative dates, though. So, as it stands right now, just got to wait for Sean Cunningham to file his stuff, and if he does, then it's full steam ahead with the whole appeal process. So, don't look forward to don't expect anything from Friday the 13th for the time being. At least not for another 2.5, 3 years or so.
Yeah.
So,
I actually think they need to give that whole shit a rest anyways.
yeah. Well, all will end relatively soon. Hopefully sometime next year, and that's it.
I'm still waiting for LeBron James to be Jason.
This is going to be the next Jordan Peele. I'm telling you guys. Watch. Beyond the Court.
Well, he's done like 8 movies apparently. His production company. So
no, he paid money.
Yeah.
Do you know what that mother? Give money.
Do you know what he tried to do? And I'm sorry, it's not. We didn't plan on mentioning it, but I gotta say it because it drove me nuts when I heard it, and it's something I talked about with Joe. He tried to trademark the term Taco Tuesday because he shouted out on like an Instagram video with his kids, in a very offensive Mexican accent, by the way. And like everyone, like, oh, it's so nice. He's trying to trademark it. That phraseology has existed, like, you know, hey, what are you gonna have on Tuesday? Tacos. You're like every Mexican West. It's like, oh my god.
I had tacos on Tuesday this week.
Yeah, like, oh my god. It's like, oh, you kidding me? And so I heard that, and it's like, I just couldn't.
That is
Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for the next movie?
Yeah, go ahead.
The next movie was picked by Grog, so I'll let him tell you about it. Start it off.
All right. My pick for the movie was 1970 something or whatever. Foot of the Gods. It's a movie I actually used to watch when I was a kid. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. And I had seen it only a couple times when I was a kid, and that wasn't an all the time kind of thing. But it's just one of those things that you see a long time ago, and then as the years go by, you kind of forget things. But there's some things you remember, and coming back to it, it was, it was for a movie rated PG. It's still kind of gruesome, I actually enjoyed rewatching it again, and I honestly thought of like the stuff a little bit. Kind of, with the gloop and all that shit. You gotta love the miniatures that the rats were all crawling over and everything. The storyline, is based off of a portion. This is a portion of the H.G. Wells story, and it's about this guy who's a football player, and he wants to clear his head, and he goes to this island for the weekend, and turns out that there's this cabin, and they have this they have this feed that came to them from the gods, and it makes all the animals like big. Actually, not the adults. I think it made the youngings bigger, wasn't it?
No.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
She literally said that once they were adults, then it would work for them. So that it would only work on the newborns, the babies, and they would grow so big and eat the adults.
Yep.
Oh, I thought they said the adults eat the babies.
No, the babies ate the adults.
Oh.
Yeah. So, so then you get this big time guy who's supposed to be striking a deal with the guy who owns the place where this stuff was found, and turns out to be a swindler, and he tries to take the stuff back so he can make millions and millions off of it, and we all know what happens to those kinds of people in these movies.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. I felt a lot of the dialogue was kind of dry. It was again a little drawn out, but there was a little more action in this one in Silent Madness.
I agree.
You gotta laugh at the special effects, because by the time this movie had come out, Jaws had already come out. So,
but how fucking funny was it when the chicken killed the guy?
Oh my god!
Or the rooster? Jesus Christ! The funny thing for me was I never saw this movie ever, dude, ever. Uh-huh. And I remember like a while back we reviewed Night of the Lepus with the bunnies. And this just totally had that same effect with the rats. Like, it was just so funny that they had to sit there and they had to build, like, the little town, and shit just to film that shit. It's just so funny. That's when movies were fucking great. They had to do that shit.
But they actually had to use their imagination. And, obviously by today's standards, it is laughable. But at the time, they were like, wow, this is good, this works. And this is one of those how they take Disney for example. They're remaking all these movies that they don't need to be remaking. And I think a company needs to come along. And I think this one would. I'd be interested in seeing a remake of this. Honestly, I think it would be pretty cool. Just don't let Blumhouse do it. Anyway, yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, they're the only ones buying the indie properties right now.
Yeah.
What's funny, the director, Burt Gordon, he made another movie based off the same book that's centered around the adults. You know what I mean? So I think it would be interesting to try to see a book that you interconnect everything. But you mentioned the R rating, the PG rating thing. That was always so awesome about being a kid back then, because it took until like the mid '80s for there to be a PG-13 delineation. That's why you have movies like Jaws and Poltergeist that are marked PG. So kids go to see them like, oh, it's Parental Guidance, it's okay. And then they come out all freaking traumatized, like, what the hell did I just watch?
Well, we can actually thank... There's one movie we can actually thank for the whole PG-13 rating, and what movie is that, guys? Come on.
E.T.
Nope. Come on.
PG-13, but yeah. Well,
Oh,
Poltergeist
PG-13.
is right there though too.
It was Gremlins.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that catapulted the whole PG-13.
13. Damn little.
Gremlins launched in the wintertime, didn't it? When it launched? Was that
Well,
a
yeah,
winter
because
movie?
it was a holiday movie.
Yeah. Imagine getting a Gremlins again at Christmas this year. Like something crazy.
No, because it'd probably be my Broomhouse, and that's not.
I thought somebody was remaking Gremlins right now.
Well, we just gotta wait to see because the screenplay for Gremlins 3 has been finished. It's already been greenlit, so it is going to be filmed. So they are doing it.
Interesting.
All right, so Food of the Gods. What else you guys have to say?
Well, you mentioned Night of the Reapers, which I actually like a lot more than I like this movie. But I was surprised. I almost looked back. This director's done so many of these type of movies. I almost thought for sure he had have done that too, and he didn't when I went back to see. So, it's fun when you think of and I think Grog said the same thing. What had to be done back in the day when you had to worry about camera angles, and models and all that. And it's a cute storyline. The wasps were done horrible. I think we can agree on that.
I thought they were mosquitoes at first.
Yeah,
and I was like, am I watching another mosquito movie? It's just called Mosquito.
They were done horrible. And the woman herself was awful because she kept weaving the stuff out hey, are these rat holes? How about you cover the shit so they can't get to it? And then what were they? Were they worms or something too that got big? What were that? The meal maggots. How about you hide that shit so they
were sucking her fucking hand. Did you see it? They were sucking her fucking hand up.
So you guys remember the scene where they say, "Oh, she fell down the hole." She falls down the hole, and the guy goes down there to try to rescue her. Now, how is it you see when they come out from the other end, the people are waiting for them there?
Yeah, it was literally right there.
It's over there. So why didn't you just fucking go there in the first goddamn place if you fucking knew?
Yeah, well, I tell you, I wasn't a big fan of the movie. The actual storyline, everything I'm fine with. The acting, I was fine with. I just their little scenes they did with the fucking little rats on toy cars and shit, and everything else was just so cheesy as shit. It looked like besides the actual movie part with the actors, the rest of it looked like I could have, I just did it at home on my fucking cell phone. But I don't know. It took me 5 hours, I think, to watch this movie.
It wasn't that bad. I'll be honest with you. I was definitely entertained more than Silent Madness. You were.
See, I disagree with that.
Really?
Yeah.
I totally disagree. I don't know, man. It was just so cheesy. For being an actual, supposed to be a real movie.
Well, now I'm scared that one of the movies I pick you're not going to like next time.
Trauma movie.
Of course, to what you said, though, Dan, this movie is more enjoyable. I think if you're just sitting back and drinking a bunch, you could be goofy with this movie. Silent Madness had some substance. I think
you gotta watch it sober.
Yeah, pay attention. So, and I say that I'm the guy who of the three of us. Well, Grog was one lowest. So, I was lower than you two on, and I still I say you had to pay attention to be able to get it all. But this was just. You could look up who's dead, who cares. Oh, is that a giant cock? Okay. She's just going to close the door there and not let those out of the barn.
Speaking of wasps, I heard something. I looked up there. A big-ass red wasp, mahogany wasp, flew in my fucking door and flying around above me.
Mm-hmm. What, just now?
Yeah. Right above my head.
Shit.
Yeah.
I hope it stings you in the jugular.
Is he carrying a jar that says FOTG on it?
No. I go.
Does it have gelfling wings? Then you're okay. There's a fucking gelfling wing.
Which also is kind of weird because the stuff coming out of the ground, it reminded me of the stuff. And right now he's chilling on a fucking prop replica of the stuff.
Any second now.
You better slap his ass. You better slap that ass.
Jordan said whack it off. I don't know what he meant by that, but yeah, you should definitely get rid of the wasp. Rest in peace, Larry, said best friend in whatever. I can't read the whole thing.
All right.
All right, so guys, we need to read this film because we're really scared because next up is the.
Yeah, well, I don't want to wait. I want to just keep talking about it. Can we talk about for an hour?
So let's talk for another hour about this movie because the.
What was the motivation of the rat?
How bad was that fucking ending scene with the fucking rats, giant rats in the water, and the water's up halfway up the house? And why is the big white albino rat, I guess, like the leader?
I know.
Well,
on the tree.
Racism was around back then
too. That ending, man, killed me. And were they really, like, I guess for the movie, when they had the real rats, were they really like just letting rats fucking drown and they're recording it?
I don't think they were.
I'm pretty sure they shotgun those rats.
No. What they did was, if you shotgun them, they'd be obliterated. I think what they did was they shot him with some sort of like a gum thing, and it just like had a high pressure thing, and just pushed them backwards, and it hit them, and it looked like gore.
No, I think they had little packs in there under their fur.
That too, yeah. They probably had like little squibs or something. They just popped.
Or they just killed fucking rats because it's cheaper. They're like, we can spend $10,000 on rigging these rats, or we can just buy 100 of them for like $20 and fucking blow them up with shotguns.
Dude, you're
I guarantee that's what they did.
Then.
And I'll have to watch the end of the credits and see if this says no animals were harmed in the film.
Yeah, I don't think it did. I watched it because I always fall asleep with the credits.
Did you guys see what Josh Rose said in the chat?
What? I'm trying to read.
There's a wasp.
My vision's like fucked up, guys.
There's a wasp that makes its honey from corpses.
Oh, is that the?
Sounds good.
I didn't realize wasps made honey. I thought bees did.
Bees did that.
Yeah, I'm Larry. I'm so glad you said the same thing. I'm saying that, like, I didn't realize they did that.
No, I thought it was wasps that are supposedly zombies because they feed on the dead.
Talking about bees again. Saturday before West Fest, we have a parade that goes through town. So I'm sitting there watching my kids go by on the float, and a fucking bee stung me fucking in the arm for no reason. And when I pulled it off, its stinger was stuck down in my arm. Goddamn! I woke up that next morning, my fucking wrist was swollen up like a damn softball.
Because your blood was sweet. Well, not to me. That would be mosquito. Yeah, why the hell did it dive bomb and kill itself?
Normally bees are nice. I don't know why it fucking stung me for no reason.
They're nice.
Not yellow jackets. Fuck them.
Dive bomb and kill itself. Should we rate it, fellas? Because the hell is coming.
Let's rate it. Okay.
I'll go first. Look it.
All right. What you got?
I always cut down my ratings. I gave it a 3.
What?
Kid you not, buddy. Me too.
Yes.
Nah.
Me too.
No. Food of the Gods is a 7 for me. It was ranked higher than Silent Madness. Yep.
That's fine, man. Different strokes, different folks.
Why not? Why are you rating so low? Below a 5? Come on, guys.
Because it looks like I made it.
So that's the beauty of it.
It looks like I like that thing. I don't know. I didn't like the acting. Larry said he didn't mind the acting. The blonde, the football guy.
Well, you want to talk about acting? We're going to talk about that in the next film. Jesus Christ.
Don't yell at me. I didn't pick it. Goddammit. My movie got 10s last week, so screw that.
Stop doing your smirk. I see your smirk over there.
Oh God.
Josh gave it a 4. Steven gave it a 0.
What did Glog give it?
He doesn't watch any of the movies though.
Glog picked it, so he had to give it something good.
I picked it, and I give it a 4.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I give it a 4.
When you picked it, I thought this was like a movie that was like a personal hidden gem favorite of yours.
No, it's just it's a movie that I hadn't seen in years, and I thought it would be perfect for this show.
I've never seen it, so I mean I was fine with watching it.
I've seen the VHS, but I never saw the first one. Like when I'm scanning for looking for shit, and it's always Food of the Gods 2. So we'll see. I thought that somebody told me that the second one was pretty good too, but I don't know. Have you ever seen that?
Why'd you say
Phil mentioned in the chat.
Food of the Gods 2.
Yeah, but you said it's good. You said it's pretty good too, meaning the first one was good.
Yeah, it's called Law Food of the Gods Part 2.
I liked Food of the Gods. That's getting a 7 for me. You guys are dumb.
That is a interesting. I don't know if we've had. You'd have to go back, Chad or Glog. I know. Have we ever had a
split decision?
Of 4.5. Well, no, it's not, but a difference of that much between us on a single vote.
Maybe not.
That's a big difference, 4.5.
I just don't know how you guys don't like that more than Silent Madness. Silent Madness was good, yes, right? Mm-hmm. But this thing had a lot more going on.
No,
it was cool. It was cool to see like the oversized chickens and the rats, and then they would just randomly show like a turtle and like dead snakes. You know, when they were like walking through, you could totally know that like for like the first 30 seconds of their walkthrough, they had like a dead raccoon and like something else that was a little bit more expensive. And then like something else, and then after that 30 seconds to do another minute of walkthrough, they just start throwing rubber fucking snakes on the fucking ground, just different ones, leading them up. Like that's the cool shit about that. Like they had to sit there and make that.
The director is known for that, though. The director has literally done dozens of those movies, so I have to like Silent Madness. I can honestly say it's a semi-slasher. I don't think I've seen one that had like a slasher that had like psychiatric corruption, the evil mother, sorority house. So it was different enough. But I've seen plenty of movies, and I go back to Night of the Lepus, which I like. You know, like I don't put it super high, but I like it more than this. And it's like I've seen that big animal thing so much. So to get a high rating, you got to do more, or at least be better acting, or not be stupid like that woman was, just reading the shit out. Hey, I think they're gonna get into this. You know, like that.
They don't have to because it's literally fucking coming out of the ground in the backyard.
Yeah, but the ones in her kitchen that we're getting it from her.
Yeah, but oh man, I don't know.
They could have covered that up with a well or something.
I think mine, the reason I rate it so bad, is because I went into it thinking it was going to be something good. Whereas, like, if I go watch a trauma movie, I go into it knowing it's going to suck, so it's going to get a higher rating.
Well, you saw the trailer and thought it might still be good?
No.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, because...
I didn't watch the trailer.
Okay. That's fair, then. Okay. How did I see a trailer and I thought the same thing? I'm like, oh, this is something that Grog really likes, so we check it out. At least I saw a trailer. I'm like, well, I know where this is going.
All right. Just hear me out. Larry's so upset right now. Watch. Look at him. You ready to do this?
Yeah.
I'm fucking scared.
Give me 1 second. I gotta stand up. You don't gotta put up a new screen. I literally just grab it.
All right. So I don't have milk or anything next to me. Should I do something like ice or something?
What?
Like I need something next to me.
Yes. No, once you quit, you can take it. You're done.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell you this thing. On the package of this product, it says you have to hold it in your mouth for 5 minutes to complete the challenge. Right now, we are just going against each other.
Mm-hmm.
There is a rule to this. You have to completely close your mouth around the lollipop.
But you have to see you actually lay it on your tongue and not hold it with your teeth.
With your teeth and not touch anything.
Yeah, so you have to get on your tongue.
Hold on, I need provisions.
I mean, you can open your mouth and fucking let the spit fucking fall out because you don't want to swallow it. Let me go grab me some milk for after I'm done.
How you doing, fellas? The big guy is scared, let me tell you. Big guy is scared. And hold on, to something I heard you say.
Yeah, that's all that was in there.
Larry,
And
something you said? You're not allowed to spit. If you spit, you lose. You said drool comes out. If anything comes out, you lose.
No, every video that I've seen on internet, including the guy that made it, he holds his mouth sideways and lets the drool pour out.
Yeah, I watched the video with the drool. As soon as they drool, they said you lost.
The only way somebody wins is if it's 5 minutes or more, apparently, for the package. But if you don't last that...
Whoever goes the longest wins. Here, between us. So if Larry does 30 seconds and me and you bark out, Larry wins.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. The first thing I wanted to show you is I have a half gallon of almond milk.
Oh, you're about to show me your vagina.
A ready whip.
Okay. Oh, come on, really?
Oh, he's already coating his tongue.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? You can't do that shit.
Shut up! And a vanilla Jello.
You're already cheating.
A pudding pack.
You're already cheating.
No, I'm not. I didn't touch it. I just wanted to taste it.
Oh my god.
God, you guys are. I'm fighting something
what
right now.
What are you saying? I have to pour full beer because I don't know how this is going to be. Here we go. All right, let's all open our packages. Finally, we all got it. This was an Amazon and eBay. I got mine from eBay.
Yeah, it's funny. Larry and I got it from the same place.
Mm-hmm.
Darren got it in a suspicious-looking package.
Shut up. My shit's on it, just like yours was.
Uh-huh.
I am fucking scared of this thing.
Well, we didn't get it, goddammit. And Larry doesn't have enough milk to waste it.
Don't put your teeth on it yet. It's going to be hot.
I'm trying to fucking open it. There
If Darren's tape came off easy, it means he retaped it.
Oh, shut up. I haven't opened it. I just got it out of the fucking package. Look. It's right here. It just came.
It literally just smells like cinnamon.
Yeah, that's famous restaurant. The guys who I watch is these there's this family. I guess it's a father, son, sometimes an uncle, and they're like they're really super fucking jacked and conservative, by the way. But they do these challenges. They do these challenges all the time. I was watching it, and the son they were dying from it. I'm like, motherfucker. So.
I don't want to touch the candy, but I can't get the fucking black thing off.
So I got the timer up for 5 minutes, guys.
Oh, you won't need that 5 minutes.
I smelt it, and my nose is burning.
Nah. Oh, fuck, dude.
How much?
It's 9 million Scovilles. Only police pepper spray is 200,000.
Yeah, it said military grade pepper spray was like 6 million.
Yeah.
This is 9 million.
Oh, no.
All right, gentlemen.
All right, hold on a second. Let me pour my... I don't want my dogs to get it later. Beth told me I have to throw it immediately outside.
Well, I already have my big Snapple bottle. I'm just going to stick it in when I'm done. Put the cap back on.
The bad thing is we still have almost a fucking full hour.
So we have such a great movie to talk about. Jesus Christ. No, we're going to talk with the chat, too. Chat, just so you know, we are about to physically injure ourselves because we all love you. So when we're suffering over here, you need to talk to us. Ask questions, comments, concerns, call Glog names because he's not on the lollipop, too.
The rolls are...
Hey, can I do it sideways and just be like...
No, listen, there has to be static rules on this, okay?
Where we are drooling, I don't think we should be able to drool.
Listen,
I got the rules right here.
what
Okay.
is this?
Once you begin the challenge, you cannot remove the lollipop from your mouth in any way for 5 minutes. You may not spit during the challenge. The challenge ends after the toe has been in your mouth 5 minutes or when the toe is removed from your mouth.
But so we're just doing it last one with the toe and wins.
Yep.
It won't be 5 minutes.
Okay, so here's the other thing that we came up with. You cannot hold it between your teeth. The tongue, when you place it in your mouth, has to be on it.
Wait, what do you mean they can't see Larry?
However you play it with your mouth.
Here's the thing, buddy. Once we put it on our tongue, we'll close our mouth. It's almost impossible to see how we hold it. But no matter how slick any of us think we are, once it touches the tongue, it's going to be enough. Every video I've seen, people try to do that slick thing where they'll just bite it. No, we put it on our tongue, it's fucking, you're done.
Oh, shit. I'm scared.
All right, gentlemen.
Maybe we should talk to chat. Maybe we should talk to chat more now.
Craig?
It's all right. I'll be a pussy, and I'm gonna be the last guy.
Okay, guys.
No, you can't be the last to go. We all go at the same time.
No, I mean I'm gonna be the first to go out.
All right, let's go.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Begin. Craig, take your hand off of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Almost 1 minute down. Just think you gotta do this four more times. 4 more minutes.
Mm.
4 more minutes to go.
I'm done. Fuck that.
Darren's done.
Nope. Fuck no. You guys are crazy. It's fucking hot, guys. God damn. These guys are dumb. Woo! Oh, fuck. Don't try to be a man. You guys are fucking dumb. Oh, man. Mm.
3 minutes to go, guys.
Oh, my God. Woo! You guys are dumb. Nope, I'm not living that burn. Fuck you guys. I'm still burning. Woo! I had it on my tongue. That was fucked up.
You guys can do this. I know you can.
Nope. Mm. Yeah, these guys are dumb. Keep going. Mm-mm. That is so fucking hot. Nope.
All right, guys. 2 minutes. Keep it up.
They're gonna regret it. Watch. That afterburn is so fucking hot. Man. Larry's gonna win. I know it. I can see it. Craig might not. Who goes the longest? That's what it is.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm. You guys are crazy. That's so hot.
1 minute. 1 minute.
You guys, that is fucking hot. That's impressive. I don't want to have that burn. My tongue is on fire. Nope.
Yeah, we'll see who goes long. Who goes the
Mm-mm.
longest?
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's a hard fucking challenge. I couldn't even do it. I did a minute. That was it. There's no way.
19, 18. It'll soon be over. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom! You did it.
Holy fuck.
Fuck you in the chat. Every one of you motherfuckers who are like, go Larry.
There's no fucking way. What do you guys feel the afterburn?
The challenge was 5 minutes. Me and Craig beat the
And
fucking...
Larry, dude, no bullshit, man. Give me a little bump. We both took it out at the same time. No one tried to fuck each other.
Woo!
No, beer doesn't help me. I'm telling you right now.
So congratulations, Craig and Larry. You both won. Actually, I would say Larry is the ultimate winner because Craig took his out as soon as it hit 5. Larry kept it in for a couple seconds, but no, you guys both met the 5-minute challenge. You both win. You're going to need a lot more than that, Larry.
I'm still dying, man. I didn't have it in close anywhere left.
That shit was so hot. And you
Yeah. Imagine the people try to eat this shit. Oh, my fucking tongue.
the back.
I did the best to be stoic.
Bad idea. That's fucking hot, dude.
The bad thing's not the tongue even really. I don't know about you, but it kept poking me in the back of the throat.
Roof of the mouth got hit. It started burning.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. You got a vanilla frosty? You fucking slut.
I had to get a
Just
flush.
drink your almond milk.
My tongue is so hot. My lips didn't get it.
So
but my tongue got
best
a
friend
crack.
asked, was there a flavor or just fire? Did it taste like cinnamon or anything?
Oh, it tastes like fire.
It tastes like fire,
I
and
get
it
more
starts
work.
slow, and it just slowly creeps on you and gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse the whole way. I wasn't gonna do it tonight. Fuck that.
My lips are on fire.
Whew.
Yeah. Chat, y'all go ahead and talk for a little bit.
Yeah, it's hot. I need like sour cream on my lips.
Come on, really? Stop with the cold balls if I can't hit them. Okay.
God damn it, you just made me snot. Oh shit. You guys are fucked up. I don't know how the fuck you did that. You guys are crazy. You guys are good in my book. I'll tell you that much. That shit was hot. There's no fucking way. My fucking tongue is on fire.
It keeps getting hotter.
I know, it just keeps going.
Dude, I love you, Darren. You're acting as if you had as much pain as me and Larry.
Listen, I don't
You're
do
having
that.
your mouth
This is
for
where he
30
goes,
seconds.
boy, we really trooped through that, didn't we, guys?
Dude, it's like, hold on. It's like that motherfucker, the movie we're going to review, who, like, we showed them.
Yeah.
No, that shit was
We
fucking
sure
hot.
showed them.
We showed them. No, I didn't beat that challenge. Fuck that. I'm not
Those
going to kill my...
rednecks are scared of us.
I want to watch football tomorrow. I want to get up, you know?
Oh, that's just gonna kill my hemorrhoids.
Yeah, Larry's bad. He sees it. You guys are bad. You don't even know it yet.
Honestly, Larry, as long as you didn't swallow, and
I
you
didn't swallow
spit,
anything.
I don't think we'll have residual effects too badly. Or at least I hope.
I'm telling you, this Ready Whip is bomb, though. Ugh.
The sad part is Darren actually has the right idea. They say like whipped cream. That's why I had my buddy pick me up a Frosty. Whipped cream or ice cream is the best thing you could use, not just milk. Definitely not
Bread.
water.
Bread also.
Oh yeah. Well,
Woo!
Mm-hmm.
So, you guys are gonna finish your lollipops?
No, fuck no.
I'm gonna mail it to you in my Snapple bottle. You want
That's
it?
okay.
Dude, I think it's melting the shit that was in the Snapple bottle.
Oh, got some hamburger buns.
There you go. For someone who doesn't eat bread, desperate times call for desperate measures.
Let's not do a hot challenge like this again, please.
You really can't because that's like one of the hottest things on the earth.
I know.
So,
dude, I told you, Darren, your ass is eating a 100-year-old duck egg.
No.
Oh,
It
yeah.
doesn't matter because the shit you're gonna eat next time is even worse.
Dude, I was gonna eat a lot.
My challenge tonight and my movies, I think you're all gonna love. What do you think, Grog?
I have no idea what you're going to be showing. Or
Hey, Grog, I don't think you should get to pick, like, since he really didn't do the challenge.
Shut up, Grog. I thought you set it up.
I don't think he did the challenge, really, this week.
What do you mean? That was hot, dude. I'm not fucking...
Did you notice, Larry? Hey, folks, if you go back and watch this, Larry and I purposely showed us putting on our tongue. How do we know Darren didn't just have it between his teeth the whole time?
I had it in my tongue and my whole mouth was salivating, and it was so bad. My tongue still hurts. I don't want to hurt tonight. Fuck that. I'll try it, but I'm not gonna win it. Fuck that.
Hey, I'll be honest. I never thought I'd do one of these challenges, and
no, me and my boy,
we fucking knocked it out.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So, congrats to Craig and Larry for surviving the whole 5 minutes.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna do it.
And to Darren, good effort.
That's okay. I'm okay with that.
Okay. So, what's the chat talking about? Do a chicken nugget challenge next time?
No. What do you guys see? Wait for the end of the episode.
Well, let me tell chat, to be honest with us, like Darren's wanted to do a couple of those, but I've told him I'll eat weird shit, but I'm definitely staying away from the giant binge eating because
from like quality,
trying to be healthy.
Quantity is the problem.
I'll eat something weird. Try it, put it, but
I don't eat a lot, anyways. So there's no like eating challenge for me, like a quantity, because I get full fast.
And I remember Darren wanted to do some like $20,000 calorie Whopper sandwich or something. I'm like, dude.
No, it's a $20 build it your own burger from McDonald's.
But it was like 20,000 calories if you add up everything.
Dude, I would stack 5 nuggets. Fucking, I don't want to get into it.
They're saying
Big Mac sauce, all that.
You need to do a whip it since you lost. That's punishment.
All right, hold on.
Dude, don't do it, Darren, don't do it. Don't do it, buddy.
Wow. What?
A whip it.
No. Okay.
Alright.
You really didn't do anything.
That's as bad as acting as he was doing earlier.
You know what the fuck that was, right? I thought I had it gone. Like, I just had 2 chocolate milks because of the sugar and a Frosty. And I'm like, okay, it's gone.
Remember yesterday.
It's not gone. It's coming back.
No, you think it's gone, it comes right back. I will tell you what helped that Raymond said.
Hold on, guys. I'm whomping right now.
I went and got a big mouthful of sugar, and it went away for a while.
Oh, fuck.
One thing I'll say about you and I didn't do.
I did that for Eric.
A lot of the videos we've seen, people were dying and coughing a lot. We got lucky. We avoided that.
Yeah.
All right. So the next fucking movie, Larry, tell them.
All right. So the last movie of the night was 1986, Hunter's Blood, starring some pretty cool actors. Clude Gallagher, he's a beast. Got Joey Travolta. One I didn't realize was even in the movie, but I got Sam. Billy Bob Thornton was in the movie as one of the hillbillies, but I guess he was such a minority part. He was probably just like an extra in the background.
Yeah.
But so this movie's about 5 guys from the city who are pretty much going on a hunting trip because one of their companies just bought this land out in the middle of nowhere. So they're going to go hunt on it before they plan to pretty much bulldoze it down one day. And along the way, they meet some hillbillies at a gas station, or at a bar, trying to buy beer. They get into a little fight there. Come to find out, them hillbillies are pretty much in cahoots with all these really real hillbillies that live out in the woods, pretty much catching and slaughtering the deer and selling them for meat, poaching, and it kind of goes from there. Fuck you, Steve. And, it's a big kill fest. They pretty much start hunting the hunters, and the hunters have to hunt them to try to stay alive.
All right, can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead and say something.
This fucking movie is awesome. First of all, it's about these 5 dudes. It's like it's a dad, his son, his dad's brother, and his friend, and then he brought somebody else that was like from the city or whatever. Never hunted and all this shit.
Canada. He was from Canada, it said.
Oh yeah, from Canada. So they go out and they're fucking geeking out. The fucking awesome part about this movie is that the music is like twangy. It's like, you know, and it's like, what was it? Was it Nevada?
I don't remember.
It said NB. What's NB? It's Nevada. That's right. So it's in Nevada. I don't know. But it was cool because the dad, first of all, the kid's dad, like every time somebody wanted to rumble, he was like, "I'll fight you."
The old man was bad as
hell. Their ass, dude. That guy was fucking awesome. Yeah. That was cool. I like the fact that it was a different kind of spin, but it was definitely an early, without the hunting and just kids in a Jeep, same Jeep. They could even have the same fucking Jeep and pull up, and it's like 2016. It's a movie like Wrong Turn to me. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Whoa.
Well, it is. If you did it nowadays, the same premise with that same Jeep, dude, from the 80s, like the cool hip kids have the old ones. You know,
you reminded me of like a Hills Have Eyes kind of thing. Somebody went. This group of people went somewhere and it ended up being getting hunted pretty much.
Yeah.
How bad though was Joey Travolta? I couldn't stand his fucking acting.
Was he the one that never hunted?
He was the fucking. I guess.
He was the youngest one that wasn't the stupid one with the camera.
Guys, I just want to take a quick pause, and I do want to do a commendation here to Larry and Craig. I have not had a drink in a while. It's been well over a week, so I do want to make a little toast to them, and a pat on the back to Darren for trying. So, all you guys.
Man. I know it's water, but I drank everything else around me.
That's right.
That's right.
Carry on.
My wayward son.
Well, yeah. I liked the movie. I mean, I fucking thought the movie was awesome. It's the premise. I mean, the acting might not be that great, but it was a fucking goddamn 80s movie. There was no good fucking acting. I've never watched fucking Friday the 13th and said, man, that's got some good actors in it. It's just fucking, it's a franchise that became famous, so those actors became famous too. They have some good people in it. That they did have a nice little scene. The part that was corny was when all of a sudden that motherfucker could drive his Jeep backwards, fucking like 80 miles an hour down dirt roads and shit. But what did you think about the shotgun fucking to the head fucking kill?
Oh, with Purdy! Purdy! He killed Purdy!
Blown fucking up.
Yeah. No, that was cool though. I like the train one at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the train shot at the end was cool.
Well, it was the best. The train at the end was the best part. One of the best parts of the movie. And I don't want to jump ahead too far, but there was something there for you to notice. If you noticed it, you noticed it. If not, we'll talk about it.
Oh, yeah. That was the actual meat company?
That was the place, so...
Yeah, we saw it, yeah.
No, but if those guys went to scrupular shit, they might think they're going to safety, and then when they parked, they ran.
Oh, everyone saw the logo. Yeah. They made our parent in that movie.
They're going to another hillbilly hit.
They did the van thing, and then
dude, I was squinting on YouTube watching it, so maybe give me some slack.
Wow. I got that on VHS coming this week. I'm actually excited about it because I never saw that movie before. I was excited that Larry picked it because never saw it. It was pretty cool that you could see it on YouTube because it didn't come in time. I thought I was going to be able to watch it on VHS this week before the show. And it didn't come, so I'm thinking it's coming Monday. But I watched it on YouTube last night. Amazing film. I liked it a lot. I gotta stick up for myself in the chat, fellas, if you don't mind. Craig was responding to somebody asking me how'd I do. And I'm like, me and Larry did it like a G. I was not Googling how to stop my mouth burning. My mouth actually right now, this moment, is pretty good. Although my the exterior rip is on fire. But I can't drink anything there, so I just have to figure it out. I think I'm good now. But
yeah, I'm good.
Thank you for your concern, though.
I'm not going to kill myself. I'm surprised you guys did 5 minutes, man. That's rough. Congratulations. I'm not doing that. I want to feel good tomorrow. I have mad shit to do. And I'm not fucking going to be fired out, passed out on my bed because I got knocked out because of fucking fire.
Wait a minute. You have stuff to do because you're going to watch football?
I'm going to watch football. I got to do grass. I got to go to the next town over to see what they have in Goodwill.
I'm selling my house. I got a lot of shit to do. Come on.
Dude, I'm going to pick up tapes tomorrow. I got to. Every day.
I can't believe you have grass. My grass is dead.
You should see my grass. I want you to be out there with your shirt off and fucking weed whack my grass.
No, I heard back.
Like by the fence? I'll be like, yeah.
Who mows the grass more?
Yeah. Hey, next time you come over, you think you can wear these shorts? I just like, yeah, you're wearing shorts. Just like scratching my belly.
Hey, if you pay me enough, I'll come over in tidy short in those Daisy Dukes. I'll mow you one. Dude, you can't film it though. That's extra.
You have to mow his grass in only the robe, but without it tied.
Which, by the way, did you know how many people tried to freeze frame that to get a shot of my junk?
Okay, so we have something to tell you. We have caught that image.
Did you?
I wish. Should we show it?
No.
I got nothing to hide.
Craig has a donkey dick.
Well, I'm not a donkey, but I got nothing to hide. Go show what you got to show.
It's a donkey dick. He's got it. He's slinging. But we got the frame, and it's funny, and we'll share it between us.
God bless. God bless. So anyway, let's go back to the movie. Although, good vamping considering.
My question is, does it always hit your knees every time you walk?
No, I wish it hit my knee. You nuts? I'd walk around naked. I don't have that. That'd be fucking redunculous. Although, did you say for every like 20 pounds you lose as a man, you get an extra inch of penis?
No, that's not true.
Ladies,
only until you're 17.
I'm coming
21.
out there. Wait, what?
Only between 17 and 21, maybe.
No. How many 17, 21s are losing 20 pounds? No, it really is. It's a thing.
My penis hasn't grown since I've been 7 years old.
No, but it's about you gotta lose the 20 pounds to 20 pounds.
I agree.
It's about losing it, not about gaining it.
Listen, I've shown my friends my penis, and it's not something to be like impressed about.
And Larry told me, no, that's okay, dude. You're good, man. You're good. But the movie, unlike your views of it, I didn't like it as much as I loved Wrong Turn. Like you saying, it reminds you of Wrong Turn. Almost, it hurts my heart a little bit.
Well, I
but
know. What else is inbreds and like?
No, it's definitely
want to fuck my sister.
There's a lot of movies where people were being hunted, or there was one movie where they were like, there was pot in the woods, and the people were there in the pot, and they killed or raped the people. You're right. Seen a dozen movies like that. But the problem with this movie is you have the five guys, the old man and his son are legit. Everyone else is a bunch of bitches, and they show themselves to be that every time. Like, the one guy let somebody pee on him. Yeah. And he's like, I was going to show him, but I didn't. Why the hell didn't they leave? Like, they were given the chance to leave like 4 times, like, we're here to get the buck. By the way, I only saw one deer. Okay?
Yeah, one deer the whole movie, but why the fuck did they want to fuck them?
And the funny thing about that one deer is,
I know, but why did they want to fuck the guys? He was like,
why do you like the theme
he wants you real bad. Our boss wants you real bad.
Hey, but like they said, big buck, big buck. It was a little fucking deer. It wasn't even a big buck.
Wasn't even a buck. And
I
then
know.
they're slicing up. How bad? Oh, God.
You know? And I will say, Kim Delaney looks fucking good when she was, younger.
Yeah.
Like, how did she just randomly show up? I know why, he told her to, but if she didn't want to go in the first place, why would she want to drive 200 miles the next day?
Talking about that, so whenever she met Woody, the main guy in the little town, who was, they were hillbillies, but they weren't really like that hillbillies. It's weird that I guess they're still like all in cahoots, because I was thinking it might turn out to be, once he drove her out there, then they actually tried to help, because they're like, what the fuck, these hillbillies.
Well, no, but their truck wasn't really like she said their truck got stuck. Like he said the truck got stuck. Their truck never got stuck.
But they don't know that they drove off before they drove off.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The guy said it did, though. So, I mean, that guy wasn't in the car. So I think I knew once he said it, he was in on, oh, they'll be mighty surprised to see you. Like, I knew he would. It was a solid storyline. And if it was the first time they ever did that storyline, I give him credit because that's a cool premise. But the fact that those three guys kept, like, being picked on miserably, like the one guy snapping his camera, hey, why do you want my camera? I'm sorry. And then all of a sudden, like, they walked away. Yeah, we showed them. He did that all the time, just like Darren with the Challenger just did. Hey, we did good, guy. Like, every time they did that in that movie. Okay.
That's okay. I have two of them.
That's fine.
And then
So what a little more in the movie from you then, Darren? What would you think? Like, you seem to really like this movie.
I really liked it because it was a backwoods, like, West Virginia, or it was, Nevada story.
Yeah, more like West Virginia.
And I liked it because it was typical. You knew exactly what was going to happen the whole time you watched it, but it was a fun ride. I think out of the 3 films we reviewed tonight, it was definitely the best one for me.
Okay.
And I'm actually excited because I am going to get it this week on tape. And I wanted to watch it on tape for this review, but it didn't come in. And I think it might have played a little darker role for me or whatever. But I watched it on YouTube, and it was a good movie. And I was wondering how the whole time they were going to, in the cover of it, how they were going to work in the antler kill, or like an antler, right? And then at the end, they got the guy, and they were all freaks, But it would have been crazier for me if, even when they made this movie, they made the inbreds look even, like, more inbred. Like, they just look like regular guys who were dirty. Like, it's like, whatever. But at the time, I guess that was scary to be camping by yourselves, invite your girl up, and then they capture your girl, and all that shit. But I thought the kills were kind of cool. I liked that they were actually shooting each other throughout the thing. Yeah. It reminded me of Deer Hunter a little bit.
Oh, you can't, though. Deer Hunter's a...
Yeah, I know, but it reminded me of that Steez.
Like, Deer Hunter might be a 10.
That big guy, the big guy that got killed with the antlers in the back.
He deserved it.
Ain't he the guy that was always on Home Improvement? He'd be on... Yeah. He'd always be, like, on Tool Time sometimes.
Yeah.
Holy
I thought I knew him. I thought it was the neighbor at first.
No.
But it wasn't him. It was the other guy, yeah.
He was on Tool Time a lot. Plus, I think he was also on Boy Meets World sometimes.
Yeah, that was, it wasn't Feeney. It was,
Oh, no.
No. Boy Meets World, it wasn't Feeney. It was the college professor, wasn't it? When they went to college. And the older brother, Eric, went to college, and they started doing shows like that.
I don't remember him, man.
I could be wrong.
No, not the... I'm not talking about, like, Al from fucking Home Improvement. I'm talking about he was a guest a lot.
Yeah, he randomly walked in on the show.
Yeah. He looked just like him.
You mentioned that they would kidnap women and all that. How about the one how fucked up he was? He was saying, like, well, your women would last long if you fed them and gave them water.
Gave him water, I know, by the tree, when he's like, oh, Purdy. Oh, and runs away.
My last one lasted for 3 months because I fed her. And he's like, well, I want to do more. I just want to get down with him.
It just shows you the times, like, they were risque. Like, they would say anything. Like that's the thing. Like the rape scene in Hills Have Eyes, like shit like that. Like you could get away with it around then.
Yeah, I mean, that's always, and I guess it's easy to say, but those rape scenes in movies like that's always my. Like, I'd rather see a rim cut off. I can handle that, but like spit on your grave and shit like that, I'm like, no, I'm good. That's okay.
Talking about limbs cut off, the game warden getting his head fucking cut off.
I know.
Yeah.
They're just like, he's like taking the picture and he zooms in on it.
It was interesting. It was definitely they had more. The guys who got killed almost deserved to die of the good guys because they had more than ample time to leave.
Why did they go into the bar and get beer and that guy had to fuck with her about Bruce Springsteen?
Yeah, he with the chest and shit like.
And he touched her tits.
Yeah,
like,
they deserve.
He was the most sensitive character throughout the whole thing.
He was the nice guy. He doing that? It doesn't make sense. It didn't make sense, and then I would went camping somewhere else. And yeah, I think it might have been Nevada. It says it was set in the Pacific Northwest, so that would, I guess that's. I know it's not exactly Nevada, Northwest, but
Nevada.
Yeah. It said Nevada.
You know, well, it said NV. Maybe that was like a park delineation or something. You know,
Napa Valley, California.
You know, like, but either way, it was. Don't go hunt. Do you guys hunt?
No, I can't kill animals. No.
I'm not against it. I mean, if you as long as you cook what you eat, I think that there's nothing wrong with it. That's as old as nature.
No,
I don't love the whole trophy thing. You know, not sound like an ass. I know some people don't want to offend anybody. I'm all for hunting for food, though. You want to? My brother-in-law does it. He got a bear the one year. He stocked up on the meat in his freezer. Deer every now and then stocks up on the venison. There's nothing wrong with that. We're living off the land a little bit.
Oh yeah, I eat deer year round. All my family hunts. I'm the only one that don't because I don't want to blow the money on it. But
you collect the meat though.
Yeah, so they go hunt and spend all their money, and they give me a shitload of fucking food every year.
There you go. That's the way to go.
Exactly.
I enjoy a venison steak. I'm not gonna lie. I do. I don't have it enough. I wish I did, but I cannot kill. I can't kill. I can't hunt. I tried. I got my hunting license when I was like 13 or 14. I went turkey hunting once with a bow, and I ended up killing a groundhog because I was a fucking douchebag, and that shit fucking affected me.
You're
I will never hurt an animal again.
You'll never see your shadow again.
Well,
the only thing I've ever been hunting for, I used to go dove hunting every year, but I was so bad at it, fucking goddamn. I think I shot one dove in 2 years because we would sit there and get drunk.
Dove hunting? I never, yeah, right? I never done dove hunting before.
They're the gray doves. They're not white.
It's dove hunting season right now. Every morning you wake up and all you hear is bam, 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 all around here.
What season is it?
Dove hunting season.
It is dove. Okay.
Yeah.
I never heard of dove. And Darren said it's the dark-colored dove, so it's racist?
What?
Darren said it's the gray doves.
The gray doves around here, the white doves are the ones you release for peace.
Well, apparently they're the ones you shoot in Texas for grub.
Oh, Jesus.
We shoot whatever.
What the fuck?
I can't do it. I can't kill that.
Brian is the big hunter that we know. Brian's hunted everything in the world.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he used to do taxidermy, too.
Yeah.
I can't kill an animal. I can't do it. It's too much. And actually, one of the movies that I'm picking for you guys tonight, I'm just going to give you this much. The first 5 minutes of the movie in the intro is the slaughter of chickens in a poultry factory, and they show the slitting of the throats and everything like that. It's the worst thing I ever wanted to see, but I want you guys to watch this movie again. It's been a long time. But I will tell you that much. One of the three movies intro that I'll tell you guys tonight, and then the challenge for next time.
I'm not gonna do it, but my cat's acting like an asshole right now because he's knocking stuff down, and in my mind I'm like, "Hey, Sebastian, you want to lick a lollipop?"
Yeah, just smack him right on the snout, real hard.
I don't hit my animal. Stop it.
All right, y'all want to
Rate
rate
the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, let's rate the movie and then talk about next week. We're getting to
Okay.
2 hours here.
So
All right, what do you think?
I'll go first. It's my movie. I'd seen it once before, about a year ago, and so I watched it again. I love the fucking movie. I absolutely love it. I'll watch it many more times. I want to get it on DVD. I give it a solid 7.5.
Craig?
I don't hear you, Craig. Can you hear Craig? Craig, I don't hear you.
Hello?
There you go.
There you go.
Sorry, I muted my mic real quick because I didn't want to. I didn't want you to hear all that stuff as I was cleaning up after my cat.
Did he
What'd
finally
you give it, Robbie?
7.5.
Is it on me?
No, really? Is that out of bounds?
No, I'm listen. They're different stroke. You know what? Maybe not, because I'm gonna say a 5, and that's only 2.5 off. Like I watch it, I am happy to have watched it. However, unlike Silent Madness in 3D, unless it was like $5 or so, I don't think I'd buy the DVD or the Blu-ray.
Yeah, Grog said that his OBS, his system's not working right now, so that's why you aren't seeing the comments in the chat, because it's not working. It's kind of frozen, I guess.
No. We're
Oh,
done
yeah,
in
like 10 minutes left.
Yeah. Okay. I am gonna give this movie a 7.5. I think that this is the best movie of the night out of the 3, and I actually want to know what everyone else's best, the top one of the 3 for the night is.
Well, you know it by ranking with us.
Well, I know, but just like, why was your best one of the night, right? I think that's a good thing to end the nights. And I thought, as far as entertainment, this was the best one. It's really cool to see Food of the Gods because I never saw that. It gave me an excuse to watch it. Never saw Silent Madness. That was a good one too. But I would say Hunter's Blood was entertaining. I really liked how the dad was a badass. That was the highlight for me.
Mm-hmm.
That was badass. He always stood out like right away. Like you didn't even think people were gonna fight yet, but like he just stood up. He's like, took his jacket off. He's like,
Yeah.
kick your fucking ass. You know, like that was cool.
Yeah. Man, reminds you of an old Western, like a Gunsmoke or the Rifleman. You got the main character who's just a badass.
Yeah, he's a badass.
Like that would be the Chuck Norris character.
And it's funny that he was the strongest in the beginning and then the weakest at the end. That was actually a cool play.
Oh,
Like play on how it was. Yeah, he got shot, but it's funny that he was the badass literally for the first half of the movie, beating people's asses, and then he got shot and they had to carry him like on a stretcher the rest of the way. It's pretty cool.
At least they took care of him. Like I can't believe that the one like
they left him in the woods.
The 2 biggest pussies lived. You know, like of the 3 weaker guys, like the one guy who got shot was probably the weakest. I mean, not the weakest, but the strongest of the 3. The other 2, though, who just talk schmack, they got the ribs. That's almost not fair. But yeah, I say it's a 5, and the reason I liked it, I put it where I do. Silent Madness to me wasn't much bigger, 5.5. It's just the type of movie. That's all. I like some of the nuance of Silent Madness. Maybe because the psychiatry stuff, like I mark out a little bit harder for it when it's like, wow, that'd be fucked up if you really just kept patients drugged and in bags like that. You know what I mean? Like, how do you get away with that one? You know, but either way, it wasn't a bad. The movies we had this week, it's good to have change it, and these are all very different movies.
Yeah.
Stuff that I think most people probably wouldn't have regularly seen. So, if the people follow us are taking the opportunity to like catch the movies before, like maybe we'll start putting links up in post and shit, they can do it. I think they get to be exposed to some cool stuff.
What you got, Grug?
Hold on 1 second.
Hunter's Blood. Oh, you didn't watch it, okay. Oh, good. So, anybody in the chat watch it, or has anybody in the chat seen it? What are y'all's ratings? Let's see. Brian said a 5. Or is that from earlier? Yeah. Steven said 7. But yeah, as soon as Darren gets back, then we'll tell you what we're gonna do the next episode. I think he's got 3 movies and a challenge, and he hasn't told me or Craig anything yet. So he said the challenge is going to be different.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah.
But he did say he sent Grog a picture, so maybe it's one of those. You must make this.
It's all good. Yeah, I love the movie too, Steven. 100 Blood. It was just different. I like. Bill said 6.5.
And Darren is back.
Sorry, guys.
It was crazy how many hillbillies were actually out there. They just kept coming out of the fucking woodworks. And they even had a fucking little shack out there built on that lake.
Shut up, Steven.
All right. What we got next time?
What do we got next time? Okay.
Oh,
So, Grog, you don't have the images?
He can't put them up.
No. I got them. I got it then. Okay. All right. So, thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. We have like 6 minutes left, something like that. I'm drunk. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I feel great. But next time on our next show, we're trying to do shows every 2 weeks. We've been able to do it right now, which is pretty cool. So the next one will be 2 weeks, 2 Saturdays from today.
I gotta check the football schedule.
We'll make it work.
Yeah.
So you guys will see. We'll make it work. But from right now, we're thinking 2 weeks, 2 Saturdays from now. But the next movies that I'd like these guys to watch and the challenge I would like these guys to do is first movie, 1993. Just because I got it and watched it today, and it's amazing. Carnosaur. So you have to watch Carnosaur. You can watch it on YouTube.
Okay.
For free.
Okay, I'm in.
It is amazing. It's more bloody than you probably remember if you watched it as a kid, which I did. Loved it. Next one, we're going to do a comedy. The comedy I would like to talk about is old school Porky's.
Okay.
So we are going to review Porky's.
Okay.
You will this time. The last movie, and the one I know Larry will probably like the most. Some people have seen it. I just recently got it. And it's a wild film. And it's kind of out there, but it's a good one. And you can definitely watch it on YouTube or Booty or whatever you're doing. Is Raiders of the Living Dead.
Okay.
And I'll be able to find. I can find that, right?
You can find it. I had
TV?
checked. Yes.
Okay. I like new. Nothing I've seen. Well, Porky's I saw back in the day, but I'll have to refresh on. I like that. Good grouping. So now you're gonna sabotage us with the.
You guys will like Carnosaur. I watched it again tonight. I haven't seen it in literally 20 years. Oh my god. There's some good gore, blood scenes. There's some good kills from a little fucking mutant fucking thing. It's good. I was surprised. So you guys want to hear the challenge?
Yes, sir.
You ready? Craig, you ready?
I'm ready.
It's going to cost you $20.
Okay.
Can you swing it?
I can swing it.
Okay. The next time on this show, with these films, we are also going to do the canned smoked rattlesnake challenge, where we will eat an entire rattlesnake that is canned and smoked.
I've never had canned rattlesnake, but fucking
We're gonna eat a canned rattlesnake.
Fried rattlesnake.
And I have the link for it on Amazon.
Okay.
It might be disgusting. It might be scary because I don't know if I want to eat a snake, but I want to try it.
Now, aren't you supposed to fry it up? Like most
No,
canned meats,
it's
you can
out of
fly
a can.
up.
You eat it out of the can, you eat it in the gelatinous.
No, most canned meats, you can slice and fly up.
No, it's not that. It's
So-
a little. It's probably a little. It's a little can.
So we're not allowed to fly it up like Spam.
No, you open it up out of the can with a bean thing, get a fork, and you eat that fucking thing.
Okay. Dude, I ate that shit Larry sent. The octopus.
I know, but I've never tried a rattlesnake.
Oh, I don't mind snakes. All I know is this, goddammit. When I give you my challenge in 2 weeks, to a month, whatever the hell it is, you are doing it. No backing out.
Well, make me sing. Like, make me do something else.
Oh, and I told you I would make what you make you eat.
I'm done with that part of my life. You know, I can't sing anymore. I been smoking too many cigarettes on the ocean cruiser.
Yeah, okay, I'm not worried.
Atlantic.
Listen, after Larry and I did this challenge, that rattlesnake is fine.
Could you imagine? I've never had a rattlesnake.
Shit, I might sit here with some salt, pepper, oregano. You know,
can do whatever you want as long as you
mayo,
eat that
put on some bread.
Room temperature.
No, I'm gonna keep it cold. It's like a ham.
No.
Yeah.
It's not a ham. It's a fucking snake. It's a rattlesnake.
Any canned smoked meat to me is like Spam.
Rattlesnake's pretty good. I've never had it other than fried.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you gonna can eat it right out of the can?
I did eat a fucking snake over here one day.
Yeah, but I'm talking about in like a gravy. It was either that or I was gonna do pork brains and milk gravy. That's what I was gonna do for you guys.
Wow, you definitely went with the nicer one.
It was gonna be pork brains and milk gravy. You guys want that one? You guys vote. You have 2 minutes. No, you have 2 minutes. Nope. You have 2 minutes in the chat.
We already said what you said.
No.
Can't change it.
No.
However,
Right.
chat, don't worry, because next challenge, Darren is going to get Rocky Mountain oysters.
Oh!
Where am I gonna get those at?
Amazon.
Any store?
I'm not ordering ball sack off Amazon.
Look how quick. He doesn't want to eat a 100-year-old egg. He doesn't want to suck on a bull's testicle.
Listen,
what
my
do
wife
you
has
want?
already looked at my search history. She doesn't need to see like
I'm not saying
ball
all the
sacks
grandma.
on Amazon. And then
Your
I get
wife-
it.
I'll
She's
get your
like,
wife to say it's okay.
They're good.
Oh.
Rocky Mountain
Yeah, but
oysters.
you're gonna cook them. You're gonna eat them raw. Yeah. You have to eat that shit raw.
I will see. I'll think about it. I got some time to think about it.
Fuck, I'll eat raw ball.
All right, guys. So that's a challenge. We're closing out for the night. We love you. The next challenge, again, recap, is Carnosaur from 1993. If you haven't seen it, I grew up watching this movie with my brother. Love it. Great movie. And watching it again tonight, there's some cool kill scenes. I think it'll surprise you about like watching it again after all these years. And then we're gonna do a comedy, Porky's. Porky's is a classic. I'd like to talk about it and like just geek out on that for about 20 minutes. It'll be fun. And then we're gonna do Raiders of the Living Dead, which is a good one. That's a kind of zombie film, so I'm sure Larry will like it.
Yep.
I don't know so much. I mean, I know it's fun, and I've seen it a few times, but it's a good one if you've never seen it. It'll probably introduce a lot of you guys to it.
Cool.
And then we're going to do we're definitely doing the rattlesnake, because I want to try.
Make sure you send Ryan and I put the link in the thing so we all get the right one, the right same one.
Yeah, I have it.
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. You guys want to close it out? Say what you got to say.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for watching. Be sure to fucking like this video if you haven't yet. And that's it for me.
Peace
Great.
out. Yeah, same thing. Feeling good, real Larry? At the end, you good? All gone, right?
I'm good.
It's all good. Yeah, all gone for me too.
All
so,
done yet.
all gone.
Yeah.
So thanks for being with us with that, guys.
Champions, Craig. Me and Craig champions.
We are the champions of the world. Yeah. Well,
Yes.
I'm gonna sign off and go to the bathroom. I gotta figure out what my cat's doing.
All right, do that. Well, then he'll do us. Yeah.
Okay. Be good, guys.
Bye, guys. We love you.
Later.
Peace.
Peace out.